Okay, so welcome to my unboxing video for the brand new c-roc cruiser. Pretty excited about this. Let's get cracking in. So let's get the wrapper off this. Pretty also excited for the new Hired for Guns expansion which got announced last week, I think it was. That Cuirass fighter looks pretty sick. So it's going to be pretty exciting to see what that brings to the table. I can't imagine it being amazing. The ability to equip 3 modifications is pretty sweet, but is it going to be better than the current scum ships? I guess we'll just have to wait and see, but I can't see a Talon being, say, kitted out being more effective than, say, 33 point Fen Rao. Seems like a lot of work for the same thing. So here we go, c-roc cruiser. Let's open this up. Get it out. Check that bad boy out. That is sweet. Gotta have an epic game soon, get this thing on the table, see what it can do. Anything's got to be better than the Rebel transport, to be honest with you. But sick. And obviously that comes with this sick as well. Loads of new upgrades for these guys. Hopefully be able to run these as a swarm now. Maybe 3 or 4 of them as elite pilots, do some kind of an aces list. Have to see how that goes. I'm going to work on a list for that actually. Probably come back and share it with you once I've got that sorted. All the stands and stuff. All the cardboard bits. Then you get the usual missions, slips, stuff like that. Not really played the missions much, but want to get into that at some point if I can find what I've done with them. Okay, so let's have a look then. So we've got the c-roc cruiser. Looking pretty sweet. 4 energy, 0 agility, obviously like all big ships. The 10 health and 4 shields. Got the usual kind of big ship actions. But you can actually equip, I think a hard point on this. You can actually give this a turbo laser or an ion cannon. Something, you know, to give it a bit of staying power rather than just, you know, just dying because it just gets shot. And then we've got a few other cards here that we've seen before. We've got the Cartel Spacer, seen him. Tasari Point Veteran, seen him before. Not really played much as 6, but hopefully we'll see some more. So this is the one interesting one that I really like that I've seen on the spoilers is Sunny Bounder. Now he's only pilot skill 1 unique, which is I think the first time we've actually had that in the game. But his ability reads once per round after you roll or re-roll dice. If you have the same result on each of your dice, you may add one matching result. So you get close up with this guy. 3 attack dice. You roll 3 hits. He gets an extra one. It's like a bonus fearlessness, or you know, adding that extra defense dice. He's got the usual actions. Not particularly survivable. 2 hull, 1 shield, but put heavy sick on him, gives him the +1 to his hit points, and there's a few other things to get his shield back. And then we've got Genesis Red. I'm going to repaint one of my 6 to be this guy, I think, because I love that black and grey colour scheme he's got going on there. I think that's awesome. So this guy's pilot skill 7, usual sick stats, and it's after you acquire a target lock, assign your focus and evade tokens to your ship until you have the same number of each token as a locked ship. So you lock on Sis on TFL, he's got 2 focus and evade token. You get a target lock, you also gain those tokens. That's pretty sick. Whether or not it's actually going to work, people see you nearby, maybe they'll just take a boost barrel roll or a target lock instead of just giving you that guaranteed extra tokens. But maybe a good prevention card, but if you can get it off against some tier, pretty good. And then we've got Quinn Jast, this guy, and that's the paint scheme that comes with the miniature as well. I can find what I've done with him. Nice scarpered. So this guy is pilot skill 6, same stats as a sick. At the start of the combat phase, you may receive a weapons disabled token to flip one of your discarded torpedoes or missile upgrades face up. Really good. I mean, that's pretty brutal. You fly him. Say you've got fearlessness on this guy, proton torpedo. Oh, that wouldn't work actually. But you fly him. You get a proton torpedoes off. You shoot off. Then you take a weapons disabled. When you are going to have a shot, get your torpedoes back. Maybe put one of the upgrades to get your shield back. Go in, blast, fly out, done. So I'm quite looking forward to using this guy. And then we've got in Aldra. It's this one. And that's pilot skill 3, pretty low. When attacking or defending, you may spend a shield to reroll any number of your dice. Now, I'm not too keen on this one. It's okay. I mean, you can get your shield back, but do you really want to take your shield off on a ship with only 2 health? 3 if you've got the heavy sick interceptor on there. Risky. Really risky. So, on to the upgrades. Now, I'm only going to go through the standard upgrades for now, for standard play. Because I don't really play epic play that often, so yeah. So we've got the pulse ray shield. This is this one. Let me show you it. This is that one. Now this one is really cool. 2 points. During the end phase, you receive 1 ion token to recover 1 shield. Up to your shield value. You can't equip this card if your shield value is more than 1. So, like I was saying with Queen Jas, the one that flips one of their expended torpedoes or rockets up again for a weapons disabled token. You fly in, you blast off, you're probably going to get hit a few times. You take your weapons disabled token, you get yourself an ion token when you're miles away from the enemy, recover that shield. And you get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 copies of that, so you could run like a 5-sick list if you wanted to. Let's have a look around for some more. We've seen this before. This is a heavy sick interceptor title, but this one's got the reprint on it. So, well, the FAQ bit on it. So that's increased your hull value by 1. That's also on that card. So it's coming off the FAQ. And then we've got the light sick interceptor title, and we get what, 5 of those? Yeah, 5 of those. That's this one. And this one's interesting, although I'm not too keen on it myself. It's good if you want to run a swarm. All damage cards dealt to you are face up. Pretty risky strategy when you've got a 2 health ship and you might get one-shotted. But you treat all your bank maneuvers as green, but you can't equip modifications, upgrades. So, I don't know. I don't know about that. But maybe it'll work. So we've got the upgrades for the large ship, all the titles. We've got the damage deck there as well, obviously for the front and rear, for anyone who plays epic play. And then we've got the Artcaster. Now the Artcaster is a double-sided card, so obviously it will start on this side first. Oh, hang on a minute. Yep. On that side first, where it says attack. So this one is attack 1 ship. If this attack hits, choose one of the ship at range. One of the defenders suffer 1 damage. So it's like assault missiles, but with only a range 1 cannon. Attack dice 4. But after you fired it, it flips to the recharging side. And at the start of the combat phase, you receive 1 weapons disabled token to flip this card. So that gives you 6 a little bit more firepower. If you put the fearlessness on, you're gonna have 4 dice, add in 1, and then you're gonna have to scarp her out of there because you're not gonna be able to shoot. Unless you want to shoot your primary weapon attack, which obviously with 6 isn't a huge amount of damage coming out of that. Jabba the Hutt. Now I've been playing this card even though it's not been out yet. I've not really found a place for it yet because the only regular ship you can use in standard play to put him on is the Houndstooth. And what it does is it puts a munitions token on all your illicits, so you can use a Glitterstim twice just for 2 points, or a dead man switch wouldn't do anything, but I don't know, an inertial dampeners, you could use that twice with Jabba the Hutt if you've got Jabba the Hutt on the table. I've been running Shadowcaster with a YT666 and putting 2 Glitterstims on the Shadowcaster. With Jabba the Hutt, that's rocking it up to 4 Glitterstims. It's pretty good. Even though I've lost every game with that list so far, but it's still fun. Got c-roc cruiser only. That's a team. So the only other 2 cards, you've probably seen these spoiled already, are these 2. I'm not even going to try and pronounce these guys' names. I think these are both off the Rebel series. So the first one, Citago Visago, I think. At the start of the end phase, you may discard this upgrade to place one of your illicit or I think that's cargo upgrade cards you have equipped with another upgrade card of the same type of equal or fewer points. So if you had this guy on, I don't know, say the Houndstooth, and you had a Glitterstim, for one turn, you could, at the end of the turn, you could say, I don't want that glitter stim. I'm going to just bin this guy. And do you have to bin him? I don't think you keep him, actually. But you could just get rid of the glitter stim, take yourself an inertial dampener. Or maybe, what, I don't know, some of one of the other, I can't think off the top of my head what they are, but you could just switch out for something else. Then the other one, as a Morgorian, or something like that, is only huge dip only. So let's have one last look at this. Check that out. Hope you can see that well. I mean, the colour, the paint on this is really nice. I was really impressed actually when I saw it in the box, and the thing's huge as well. Absolutely massive. I mean, next to the c-roc, this thing's tiny. I mean, it's not the biggest ship in the world anyway, but this thing is awesome. I'm definitely going to be giving this guy a try out. Right, well, thanks for watching if you watched. And I might come back to you if we get views, do some tips and what have yous for some future releases. Thanks. See you later.